Hey there and welcome back to my channel. So today we have another weekly haul, a super exciting one if you ask me, and this one's from Fragrance By. So we have 4 fragrances to get through, so without further ado, let's just get right into it. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff is in the description box below. So we're gonna start with the only sample. This is a sample from Prada, the more exclusive line, and it's called Pink Flamingos. I've gotten one of these samples before from Fragrance By and actually gifted it to a cousin because she loved it. So I don't have my other one, but now I have this one, and I think this one's gonna be a little bit more up my alley. All of these are blind buys, I should say. So this has bergamot, lime, lemon, cherry, iris, jasmine, rose, raspberry, Japanese rose, and then just regular rose, peach, blackcurrant, white musk, and isoe super. So I believe that's what is in Molecule 01, but I've never smelled that one. So the only thing I love the like cute little envelope and stuff these Prada samples come in. The only thing is that it's not even like a rollerball, it's a dabber, which makes sense because it's a sample, but these are just, I just wish they were sprays. Come on, Prada, do better. So, ooh, I like this. There's something definitely powdery about it, so I'm already on board. I mean, there's iris in it. It's like a fruity iris. I get the cherry in this is very reminiscent of Sweet by Lolita Limpica. It's like that plus iris. And some musk. Yeah, I really like it. I don't know if it'd be full bottle worthy because it's reminding me so much of cherry, and I have so many like irisy white musk fragrances, but it is a nice one. Yeah, if you want something a little bit more inexpensive, I would say try Sweet by Lolita Limpica. And you can even just layer it with something like a Demeter iris and you're good to go. But yeah, that's Pink Flamingos by Prada. Nice one. Yeah. Again, probably not full bottle worthy for me, just because I have fragrances that smell so much like it, but it is very much up my alley. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now we can get to the full bottles, and I'm very excited. So there's 2 that I'm gonna wait for at the end because they kind of go together and the ones I'm most excited about. But I am excited for this one. This is a Balmain fragrance. It's my first Balmain fragrance, and this is Eau Divois. Usually they're very hard to find, Balmain fragrances, and if you do find them, they're like very expensive now, and I've never bought any of them, but a friend of mine who isn't even into fragrance, he used to wear the amber, I forget what it's called, but amber something by Balmain, and it smelled incredible. Oh my God, I loved it. And so when I saw this one on Fragrance By and it was so inexpensive, I thought, let me give Balmain a chance. I spoke in French, sorry. Let me give it a chance. And it's an eau de toilette, and it's in the 30 ml. And like I said, it was very inexpensive. So this one has red currant, bergamot, magnolia, osmanthus, ambrette, and patchouli. Oh my gosh, there's patchouli in everything. Okay, so let's look at the bottle first of all, because I haven't even seen that. Cute, very, very cute, very simple. Kind of reminds me of like Chanel and Dior's type packaging, but should be nice. I love red currant and black currant in fragrances. I really like that note in terms of like a fruity note. I really like those. So I'm looking forward to this one. Ooh, okay. This is way less like feminine than I thought it was gonna be. It's not as feminine. Yeah, it's quite strong. I feel like I definitely get the patchouli in this, which isn't my favorite, but yeah, it's quite citrusy, and it's kind of like a tart floral with a whole lot of patchouli to start out with. So it's all right. I mean, it's a 30 ml, so honestly, I will go through. I finished my 30 mls quite quickly considering how many fragrances I have. So I probably will finish this one, but based on first impressions right now, obviously I'll put them in order when the haul is done. But based on first impressions, this is just, it's not impressing me. Like, I had no expectations of the Amber fragrance by Balmain. It really, really surprised me, and I've loved how that one smelled, and I was hoping this would bring something more to the table. I would say if you like patchouli, you're gonna love this because it is a nice fragrance. Smelling it now, it's kind of a little bit more of like a slightly tart because of the red currant and bergamot floral. And in that way, like it's nice and it's inexpensive, and it's a fragrance that not a lot of people own, and so you won't smell exactly like everyone else. But for me, it's just kind of towing the middle line. So that's Eau Divois by Balmain. Like I mentioned, it's a eau de toilette and it's in the 30 ml. All right, so now we're gonna get to the good ones, or at least I hope, the ones I'm most excited about. So I really have been awoken to the house or the fragrances that are from Zadig and Voltaire. This is really just because this is her. I love that fragrance. I am enamored with it. And I know it had like this whole moment last year, and I still love it. Like, I put a huge dent in it and I adore that fragrance. I've never picked up any more from the house, however. And I've always been tempted by, I think it's like Just Rock, but I feel like that one's not gonna be, like, there's something very unique about This Is Her. And Just Rock seemed as though from the notes and reviews to be like very generic smelling and very normal, so I've never picked it up. But recently I found two fragrances from, and I think they're newer, from Zadig and Voltaire that are supposed to be along the same lines of This Is Her, so I had to get both. There's also a third one that's just for men's. I didn't pick up that one. So we're gonna start, there's a unisex one and a woman's one. We're gonna start with the woman's one, and it's called This Is Love. There's This Is Love for her and This Is Love for him, I believe, and I have the Pour Elle. So I have the woman's. Again, it's a 30 ml, but this was an eau de parfum. So this is, the next two are supposed to have a This Is Her kind of feel to it. And if you've tried that fragrance, you know what I mean. It's, some people can't stand it and say it's metallic, but if you're in that category, unfortunately, I feel horrible for you because I think it's such a beautiful scent. But if you can smell it, it's very like a stunning, cool, vanilla, chestnut, musky. Like, I can't get enough of that scent. And I'm so glad the bottles are the same. This one's such a baby one. And I just love the bottle shape of it as well, like the textured side and the flat side. I think it's great. So this is supposed to have kind of like a gingery vibe to it, but stay within that realm. So this has ginger, violet, vanilla, and sandalwood. So the vanilla and sandalwood is supposed to be the same kind of vanilla sandalwood as This Is Her, but this has more, this is like the addition of ginger and violet. So I'm excited. I love ginger, and you know I adore violet. It's my favorite note. So I have very high expectations for this one and the next one, I'll be honest, and I'll be completely let down. Ooh, okay. I love it. There's definitely like a base of the This Is Her vanilla sandalwood. It's like cool and modern. That's definitely there, but the ginger in this is different than you'd expect. I need to try to find a way to explain it because it doesn't smell like ginger as in the actual, like if you're, you know, just crushing or grating ginger. It has like a almost fruity take to a ginger. But there is that base there. This is definitely more feminine than This Is Her. I feel like This Is Her is more unisex. And I don't really get violet per se, but there is like a natural muskiness to this, and maybe that's it. I don't get like a very pronounced violet or like a candied violet in any way. If you told me that there was like maybe like a sweet orange with the ginger, I would have believed you. Like there's like a slight fruitiness to its ginger, but there's definitely that base of vanilla and sandalwood. So I'm really into it. I think I'm really going to enjoy this one. I can't tell right now whether it's going to trump and take over This Is Her, because that's such a like OG for me, but I do like that it's different enough from the original where it warrants having it right now, but that it stays in that realm, because that's what's made me interested in Zadig and Voltaire, and that's what made me kind of not ever want to get Just Rock, I think it's called. It's like a cylindrical bottle, because it just seems like that one's, I think it's like fruity, and it's just supposed to be like a normal quote unquote fragrance. So that is This Is Love. And then the other one is the unisex fragrance that is supposed to be like a scent for all type of thing, and that's why it's called This Is Us. So this has vanilla, sandalwood, musk, patchouli, and cashmeran. I'm a little bit more worried for this one just because you guys know, I've mentioned it even just now, patchouli's like not my favorite thing, and if it's just going to be the original with patchouli, I don't know, but I've heard really great reviews. This has like the whole motto on the back, which I don't know if I'm a fan of, but I love the black and yellow on top here. So again, I have very high expectations, but I'm a little bit more nervous for this one, to be quite honest. I'm hoping it leans more towards like unisex musk than like deep patchouli. Oh, okay, this smells to me like there is some ginger to it. Like it's very sparkling. It's almost effervescent. Definitely unisex. I would say honestly this is quite masculine leaning, just to give you guys a heads up. I will wear it for sure, but I know people like to know. This has got like a green, slightly herbal take to it. It's also reminding me, and I know this is going to smell bad, but I've definitely smelled like washroom air fresheners that have this vibe to it. So it's not, it has like a, I know what it's reminding me of. It's reminding me of like pine air fresheners, not the super Christmassy ones that are like, I don't know, like candy cane and pine and all that stuff, but like just true pine air fresheners. You could have like those old school ones. It has like a vibe of that. Definitely smells like old school pine air fresheners with some vanilla, but not like a candy cane vanilla, just even less so than the other one. Like the vanilla in this is not, it's not super pronounced, but it's so interesting. It's definitely got like a wintry vibe to it because of that pine, and at least it's pine over patchouli, because I'll happily take that. Not a lot of sweetness, just a tad. I would say the least sweet out of all This Is Something that I've tried. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this some more, but it's definitely giving off like some type of Christmassy pine flavor to the fragrance, which I definitely was not expecting. All right, so now to put them in order. This is a hard one. I would say wow. Honestly, I would say in last place, and I was not expecting this, but in all honesty, I would put This Is Us. It's like, I'm really thrown by that pine smell that's coming into it, and it's a little bit air freshener pine, and it's got way less of that original This Is Her scent that I was expecting, almost next to nothing. It's got a little bit of that vanilla, but not the kind of what some people smell as metallic vanilla, I smell as like a cool, crisp, clean scent. And yeah, I just really wasn't expecting that. Maybe this smells more like Just Rock or the other ones, and so it's just not really my vibe. But this is, while I don't hate it, definitely the least exciting one for me personally at this point. Then it gets harder, because I feel like the other three are really nice in their own way. I'd say in third place, I'd put Eau Divois by Balmain, just because it's, as I'm smelling it now, it's getting more and more safe of a scent. And while I do like it, and thankfully the patchouli isn't as strong, now it's just going to be the kind of scent where after a while it smells sort of generic. And I think I was just, I had higher expectations for it. Then in second place, I would put Pink Flamingos, because I actually really, really do love this scent. And as I'm smelling it now, I'm liking it more and more, which totally makes sense. The notes are completely in my wheelhouse and up my alley. So I mean, if I found it for a good deal, knowing me, I probably would get it, even though I say I wouldn't. But I do have a lot of fragrances in my collection that remind me of this, which is probably why I love it. So Pink Flamingos, I can recommend if you are like me and you like iris cherry powdery scents, then that's gonna be your Prada love. And in first place, guys, I'm loving it. This is Love by Zadig and Voltaire. Is like a slightly fruity ginger take on This Is Her. And I think this will probably be a safer bet for people to kind of dip their toes into it, because This Is Her has like chestnut, and maybe that's too hard of a sell. But yeah, this is like a safer bet. I do really, really like it, so I can't wait to wear that one. So I hope you guys enjoy this haul. Don't forget to leave me in the comments below which one of these you've tried or that you'd like to try. I'd love to hear specifically if you have any more like insights on Zadig and Voltaire fragrances. I'm really getting into them. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye.